So what we need to learn to do if we're going to have a glow-in-the-dark faith, the first thing I think we really need to do is learn to analyze the condition of the world. We need to acknowledge, recognize the condition of the world. It's not a world that we should follow. It's not a world that we should just blend right into and mix in with. It's not. Verse 15, Paul refers to it as a crooked and perverse generation. The word crooked speaks of a moral bent. It's morally bent. Here is straight-laced, here's straight, here's directional towards the Lord, but the world is bent. Oh, it may look like, oh, look, it's pointing upward, but it's actually bent. It's not pointing to God. It's pointing to something else. And the word perverse means to corrupt or to exchange for something lesser. So it perverts things. It takes something lesser. Well, this is God's ideal, but we can do this. This is fine. This is good. There's nothing wrong with this. And it exchanges, it perverts what God says this is good, and they pervert it. According to the FBI, there's a murder in our country every 35 minutes. People getting what they want, not trusting God to get it, but going after it themselves by any means necessary, taking care of themselves. A murder in this country every 35 minutes. There's a rape in this country every 6 minutes. And there's a burglary, and there's going to be a lot of these 14-second periods, so guys, don't worry. God's got you. There's a burglary every 14 seconds in this country. In traffic, it doesn't take much to spark an incident of road rage. My wife was telling me about an incident that they were at a stoplight, then they got the left turn lanes, and this turn lane turned into kind of a housing neighborhood, and a car just rammed into the other one, backed up, rammed into it again, backed up, rammed into it again, was angry for whatever reason. But here's my wife and the kids, and they're worried about what's going to happen to them, what's this car going to do. There was rage that took place right next to them. It doesn't take much. People are stealing things, big and small, stealing time from employers, doing their own things on the employer's times. They're stealing money and supplies. People are stealing just to get ahead, to have an advantage. They're stealing instead of trusting the Lord. They're lying to cover their selfishnesses. I want to do this, and I think they won't let me, so I'm just going to do this. They lie and they manipulate for their own gain, for their own selfishness. They're people blaming others for everything they do wrong. They blame others. It's their fault. Someone else did this. Someone else said this. Someone else had this happen. Oh, I know what people are thinking, and so since I know they want me to do this, I'm not going to do this. And they're blaming other people for their missteps or their bad decisions. And people are complaining so much today about everything. They complain about things. Now listen, they complain about things with no intention of doing their part to fix them. They're just complaining. The country's this. Are you going to do your part to be a good citizen? Are you going to do your part to fix the problem? Are you going to bring solutions? Are you going to help out? Well, no, I'm just going to complain about it. That's what they do now. Just complain, just to fit in with a group of other complainers. I want to fit in, so I grumble and complain with everyone else, but we're not going to be a solution. I think there should be a rule. I wish God would silence people who haven't earned the credits to complain. You're not doing anything to be a solution to the problem. You're just complaining. And people will know, because as soon as you start to complain, you go, oh, they got no credits in the bank. All they do is they've exhausted their complaint bank. They've done nothing to help. They've done nothing to fix. They've done nothing to build up. And the Scripture teaches us, the Scriptures are very clear. That's where you should focus your voice. That's where you should focus your time and your energy, is in the building up of things. Not in the tearing down, not in the complaining, not in the gossiping and talking about others and talking down. Saying, I don't like this, I don't like that. Why do they got to do this? All this stuff. I don't know why they got to do that. Ask them, but stop complaining.